Welcome back to Indie Now. We're having a good time in the break.
Yes,
We're having so much fun. We are back with the best movie reviews in the state of Indiana for you. Christopher Lloyd from the Film Yap is here. Chris, how you doing, man?
Chris,
Great to be here.
We love having you here.
Me too. It's great. It's a little cold outside.
Yeah.
I don't like being out rolling the nuts and the leaves and all that kind of stuff, but I do like going into a nice, toasty, warm movie theater.
Oh, great segue.
Great transition.
What a great segue. It's
This
like
is
you've
what
done
we
this
expect
before.
from you, right, Chris?
Tell us what's new in weekends, Chris.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of really big movies with a lot of big names in it. We're getting into that award season, high-profile movies. First one up we actually have is Eternals, which is the new Marvel Cinematic Universe film. And this one, we're kind of in phase 2 now, or whatever they're calling it, the next generation. These are all new heroes you haven't seen before. We've got some big names in here with Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden, but also maybe some actors you aren't as familiar with. And the Eternals is a very not as well-known group from the Marvel Universe. They're supposed to be extraterrestrials who were put here to safeguard Earth thousands of years ago.
Okay.
And now they're having to face new threats while also struggling with internal dynamics, things going on in their own lives. Some of them have sort of set aside the mission and just, like started families and things like that. And other ones are very much committed to why they were sent there. So it's a very different sort of film. It's really sort of family-oriented film. In terms of it's really about a family of superheroes, not people that were thrown together. And we got it's really diverse. We've got lots of black and brown superheroes. We've got a gay superhero who has their own family and their own life. We've actually got a superhero who's struggling with mental illness. So it's really cool to see like this new depiction of superheroes that's trying to. I've loved all the slam bang stuff, the Avengers movies,
sure.
But here we're moving on to sort of something a little more different and interesting. And I generally really like this one.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, just reflecting the community. That's amazing.
Yeah,
The
it really
next
does.
one we have to ask you about, Chris. We're really excited about this because we will be talking to the director of this movie coming up. We're talking about the movie Spencer. It's actually hitting theaters officially today, right? So, I mean, this movie is highly anticipated.
Yes, and I think this is going to be one, of course, because it starts Kristen Stewart as Princess Diana, and it's set over one weekend, Christmas weekend, during her life with the royals where things were not going so well. Her and Charles were already sort of separated but not divorced. And it's really just a very sort of character study. It's a deep look at her life, what she's going through with all this pressure. And I know it's tough for people like us to think about like all the wealth and the privilege that someone like that enjoyed. Like, how could they have a hard life? And this really sort of takes you inside what her daily existence was like with all this pressure, people telling her where to go, what to eat, what to wear, be here at this time. And it's very much a sort of an intimate character study. And I have two predictions. This film is going to get at least 2 Oscar nominations.
Ooh, all right.
Kristen Stewart will get nominated for her just fantastically vulnerable performance, and it will get nominated for Best Costumes.
Oh, fun.
Write it down. I'm guaranteeing.
You heard it here first with the Film Yap.
And we do want to ask, Ryan actually asked you this, and it was a great question. He was like, what would you ask the director? Because we actually wanted Chris to stick around, but he's got a meeting. But what should we ask him about this movie?
Yeah, so Pablo Larraín actually made his previous film not too long ago called Jackie, which is about Jackie Onassis, and so I would ask him, like, are these like his, did he consciously go in and say, I want to make princess movies about the American princess and then about the British princess? Was that something he really think about? Because there's a lot of similarities of both women who were revered as icons, but really in a lot of ways were sort of trapped into their lives.
That is so true. Good. Thank you for that, and we will ask that.
Yeah. Let's go to the next one, Passing.
So this is a story set in the 1920s. It stars Ruth Negga and Tessa Thompson, and they play women who are passing, black women who are passing as white. One of them, the Ruth Negga character, she does this full time. Like, she is married and had a child, and her husband, nobody knows about her background in Harlem, where she grew up. Whereas the other woman just sort of plays at it. She likes to go downtown, shop, and be accepted amongst the white culture there. And so they sort of reconnect after many years apart and have these clashes, but also rejuvenate their relationship. And it's just a really fantastic look. And it's shot in black and white, just a gorgeous film. It's out in theaters now, and I do recommend this one as well. Just a terrific look at. It's based on a novel. It sort of got mislaid over the years, so it's also bringing that back to life.
Okay.
Wow, the big message. Thank you so much. All right, coming up next, we have to talk about Red Notice.
Yes.
So this is a comedy, and it stars Ryan Reynolds, Gal Gadot, and Dwayne Johnson, and obviously 3 big stars. And it's a comedy action, and the setup is that Dwayne Johnson plays a disgraced FBI agent who is set up by the world's greatest art thief, played by Gal Gadot. And so he is now recruiting the world's second greatest art thief,
Nice.
played by Reynolds, to become his partner to take her down.
Okay.
So I've not seen this one myself, but Alec Toombs has a review up on the film you can read right now, and he says it's just sort of a basic, straight-ahead action comedy, but he says the allure of these three stars really sort of just carries it through their personality.
All right.
We do recommend this one.
Chris, give us a quick recap of Finch. We got about 30 seconds left.
So Finch is it's on Apple TV Plus. Stars Tom Hanks. It's a post-apocalyptic film where he plays like one of the last people on Earth, and he builds a robot to be not just his companion, but also to take care of his dog after he's gone. So it's a lot similar to some other movies you've probably heard of.
It sounds like one I've seen
Omega
before.
Man,
Yeah.
Wall-E,
I Am Legend. Yeah.
Chappie,
Wall-E.
but it's a sort of a warm and fuzzy and cuddly science
Okay.
fiction film. So I do recommend. So 5 films, 5 recommendations. Thumbs up.
That's great.
Oh.
And where should they go if they want more of your reviews, Chris?
So that's filmyap.substack.com.
Awesome.
Please follow us, join us, sign up.
As always, we
Chris,
appreciate
thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome. We love your reviews.
Hey, coming up.